Imagine Liverpool without Trent Alexander-Arnold or Andy Robertson for a large part of their season. Imagine Manchester City without João Cancelo or Kyle Walker for a large part of their season. Imagine Chelsea with Ben Chilwell and Reece James for a large part of this, for most of the season. You may be seeing a different picture in the league. Welcome to my review of Burnley 0, Chelsea 4. Welcome to the Burton Ballers. Ain't got no time for no stallers, yeah.
We are the risers, we're not the fallers. Our channel is growing wider and taller.
Yeah, we're here to give you the news about your dear beloved Blues, yeah.
So if you like this YouTube channel, like, subscribe and turn on that bell.
Yeah. So guys, I'm coming late with the review because I didn't watch the match until later, so I couldn't really give a fair assessment. But we now see the benefit of having a fit Reece James in the side. You know, we lost Ben Chilwell and we lost Reece James, and they are an integral part of the way that we play, and we suffered because of it. And it was quite funny, actually, because I saw a tweet by some Liverpool guy saying, where would Chelsea be without Reece James? Where would Liverpool be without Trent Alexander-Arnold? 11 assists and 2 goals this season. Where would Manchester City be without João Cancelo? 8 assists and 3 goals this season. That's what you're getting. Nowadays, in the modern football, the most important players to give you that creative edge are your wing-backs. You know, especially because the way that a lot of teams play now, they try to make it difficult for you to play through the middle. So a lot of your joy comes from the flanks and the delivery, what comes in from the flanks, or the goal distribution from your players. So that's a very important part of the way that teams line up now, having good fullbacks. And the difference is this season, Liverpool and Manchester City have had fit fullbacks for a large part of the season. Okay, people say Robertson got injured, but not for a big portion. He's out, been missing the odd game here and there. Manchester City, I don't see any big, none of their fullbacks have missed games for more than like 2 or 3 weeks in a row. Chelsea, you know, Ben Chilwell's out for the season, and then we had Reece James missing for a couple of months. And boy, did it show. You know, we just wasn't getting that quality from the others in that position. And so games that should have been wins ended up in draws. And when you look at Chelsea this season, we've only lost 3 times. 2 times to Manchester City and the other time to West Ham. But it's about getting that creative edge. And a lot of people were criticising Lukaku for the missed chances, but he wasn't being fed any of the chances because they didn't have Reece James or Ben Chilwell there getting in any crosses. Anyway, not here to talk about Lukaku. He wasn't on the pitch yesterday. But let's get back to the match. What we see is, first half, we weren't great. And if anything, Burnley should have gone in the first half ahead because they missed a couple of chances. Thiago Silva, imperilous as usual, clearing off the line. He's a player who knows how to be in the right place at the right time all the time. This guy, best centre-back in the Premier League. I don't care what anyone says. And so we had a couple of chances, but as I said, the big chances fell to Burnley. We were a bit slow, a bit ponderous, but you know what? Thomas Tuchel, that's what I love about him. He's given them a team talk, so they've come out in the second half, and it's a totally different Chelsea from the off. Reece James scores 2 minutes into the beginning of the second half, where he jinks one way, jinks the other way. Great piece of skill, good finish, and that's what we've been lacking, especially in the tight games. Somebody who can unlock the doors. Reece James came up and delivered the goods. Sorry, and then we had a goal from Kai Havertz. Good header from him after the ball was crossed into him by, who was it who crossed it? Pulisic, I think. And great power he got on the ball. Then we saw another benefit from Reece James across these crosses, what we've been dying for, these inviting crosses into the box, missed by all the Burnley defenders, and Kai Havertz, it just hit him. He just got into the right place at the right time. It hit his back leg, came off his back leg into the net. And then Pulisic loves playing against Burnley. Burnley and Crystal Palace, you play Pulisic all the time because those two teams he loves playing against. He just put the icing on the cake. 4-0, job done, game over. We move. But that's what I'm saying. We look a totally different side when we've got even one of the fullbacks. Both of them we look brilliant. We're top of the league with both of them. With one of them, we look excellent. So hopefully now, obviously, we've got some big games coming up, Champions League and other games, FA Cup. So now that Reece James is there at the top of his game again, then, things are looking a lot rosier. Top 4 looks cemented now after that result, which is good. It's not over there. It's not over, but we are in a better position to finish in third place. And what about that skill, that little bit of Zidane skill, that double drag back from him? He's a complete footballer. He can play anywhere on the park. He's a right wing back, but he can play in the middle. He's got so much confidence, so much ability, and he's so strong on the ball as well. Leadership qualities. So, it's great. Great to see Kai Havertz scoring those 2 goals as well. I've been one who's been critical, not critical, but I say I've loved Kai Havertz, but I said he needs to start producing. There's no point in him leading the line if he doesn't score goals. But he's delivering now. He's scoring goals, and that's what we like to see. Because his movement is better than Lukaku's, but his output wasn't as good. But now we're seeing an end product to his game. So you know what? If he can continue like this, great. It's all great. So what we're seeing is this guy coming of age. He's only 22 still. So he's still got a lot of growing to do, and there's more from him to come, which is good to see. We've got a young side, inexperienced side, but these guys are growing together. We obviously had the news of Roman Abramovic and how it can affect the side, but you know what? If we don't need to spend big amounts of money because we've got the players there ready. We've got players in the youth team like Harvey Vale, people like that who are coming through. All we need to do is buy smartly. We don't have to buy expensive. We just buy smartly. Like Dembele's been talked about on a free, so that'll be a smart buy. If we just can get a couple of smart buys in, with our new owners, if they can take us forward, then we could be challenging. Because as I said in the intro, had the tables been turned and it was those 2 teams who were missing key players for a prolonged period, and it was us who were kind of injury free, then I believe that we would be the ones sitting on the top of the table. A lot of people are saying that they are Liverpool and Man City are miles apart. They're not miles apart. They've just been luckier this season. I think we're closer than a lot of people think. So, with just a couple of tweaks next season, then we will be up there challenging with the best of them. So that's my quick review. Stick your comments in the section below. Do you agree with me, or do you think that there's still a lot that we need to do if we want to be challenging the Man City or Liverpool? So give me your thoughts. Just before I go, one last thing I want to touch on is VAR. I was watching the Liverpool match against who they play yesterday, 2-0 against West Ham, 1-0 win. Tell me what's different from the goal Mane scored for the goal that Lukaku scored in the League Cup final last week. Same VAR guy, so we can't say it's a different VAR guy. Same VAR guy. This guy has taken the little dots going down to the bottom. He's measured both players in the West Ham game. They've taken longer to deliberate over it. When it was a Chelsea game, he's only measured Lukaku's dot from his shoulder, and so he hasn't lined it up with another dot coming down from where Van Dijk was. And that decision was made in less than a minute, and it was about 20 seconds, 30 seconds, if that. Same VAR official. So that's why when Chelsea fans are going on about how they feel that the officials are corrupt, It's things like this, which is not like we're not sour grapes or anything like that. It's things like this where we're seeing inconsistencies within the game that that's why we question the officials week in, week out. A lot of people will say that VAR is the technology is there and it's accurate. It's not accurate. It's not accurate. I keep telling you, watch my video, which I did on Anthony Taylor. I'll put it in the link above. It is not accurate. It's where they draw the lines from. It's somebody drawing the lines. So it's not accurate like goal line technology or anything like that. It's still subjective. And the sooner we get unbiased officials, people, maybe someone from abroad operating our VAR, more questions are going to be asked on there. Anyway, stick your comments in the section below and I'll see you on the next video. So take care, guys. Bye-bye.